Markets are moving, folks, but now how most traders not expecting what's coming, stocks showing early signs of pullback, crypto heating up after that. Okay, our stream is in the background, is going. It is great to hear that. Let me repeat, folks, markets are moving, but not how the most trader expected. Stocks are showing early signs of pullbacks, crypto heating up, and November itself is a very interesting time for crypto. It's setting up to be either brutally bullish or slightly negative. In today's video, we're digging into the real story behind the current market direction, whether we should stay in the hedge or go risk on, and how Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana are lining up for potential major moves. You will see how we are positioned and what seasonality is telling us, and why most traders are reading this moment completely wrong. If you're tired of emotional guessing over here and want trade logically with clarity and understanding what the true market is doing, welcome, you are in the right place. This is for you. Let's go deep into it. So we're gonna be doing top-down analysis over here, starting with the government itself. So potential shutdown could be happening with Nasdaq and S&P 500, so the market can stay. The gold is rising and the people are scared. The story over here, US government concern of shutdown begins, threats jobs, and the data releases. IPO, market momentum at risk amid shutdowns. Tesla Q3 delivers boosted by expiring US electric vehicle credits. Nike Q1. Turnaround progress, China still weak. US auto sales set to rise 6% in Q3, and electric motors and SUVs drives demand. So you can see clearly over here the market is moving, concerning about the shutdown, and electric vehicle are the key topic for today of the news. And also the other thing, the OPEC, which is controlling the oil organization, how much should be pumped. There are neutral offsets, weak demands. We need to keep that in mind. And key company who are bullish are ETH and BlackRock over here, and bearish are Apple, Meta. Judge allows illegal gambling suits to proceed. Basically nothing new, they are getting sued the whole time. And Berkshire Hathaway accidentally talks to buy 10 billion OxyChem unit. BWX technology bullish. Exxon Mobil is bearish. KKR neutral. Lithium America is bullish. Morgan Stanley. So they are bullish on ICM data and other data which is coming on Friday is gonna be the key. Still neutral. The only thing, the job data and so on is still neutral, and nothing has been changed, and the employment should remain approximately the same. And yeah, this is a lot of things to cover today, but let's go into the charts itself and figure out what's going on with its calendar, what's coming to us. As we said, ICM manufacturing PMI, which is a key important indicator for us, because this indicator will tell us what the market really think. Are we overvalued, undervalued? And many investors are waiting this key indicator of the financial markets. The non-farm payroll and PMI itself, it was at 49.1, which was forecasted at 48.2. So it is still neutral. I would say is neutral in my point of view. A non-farm payroll and is expected to be a little bit higher in 2026 where it's going, but we will not dig deeper into it. Basically said, watch the non-farm payroll on Friday and unemployment and ICM services, or otherwise also said in more visual simplified way over here on TradingView. You can see it, is it matching it or not. And also the non-farm payroll is forecasted to be decreasing, unemployment to be remaining the same, and also ICM PMI to be slightly at 51.70. So we see different platform, different forecasts. And one another thing is the fear greed index is neutral and is decreasing from greed last year to the last month's greed, and this week neutral, and previous close was 52 and is decreasing. So the market is clearly concerned, and even on the crypto sides is yesterday was increased in comparison to the last week, and also today 49 is still neutral. So people are concerned at the same time, so want something. The risk is still also neutral, giving us mixed up signals, and we will figure out what direction actually we want to go. That's being said, let's go dig deeper into it. First of all, over here the chart I have prepared for you, a table of seasonality in each month, how much Bitcoin has moved by TradingView. November is still open and October is still open. When we look in the last decade and 1 decade and a half of Bitcoin over here since 2009 up to 2025, clearly October was a bullish major month, varying between 5% to 200% over here. But the question is, will be closing how much higher in October, right? How much higher could we go? November is still open overall, but the question remains when to sell Bitcoin and others. And December itself tends to be neutral, I would say, based on the past data. Seems to be more bullish over here, right? You can see it yourself between bullish and neutral at the same time. It's moving very fast, all this market, but we will be covering that also. So today in the morning I wake up and I had the feeling this level could be playing based on the Fed decision and so on. We talked about this potential from here, the Fed breakout while they are cutting rates, which is going to be pumping artificially the markets and could lead to a bubble and the bubble burst of the artificial intelligence also. So I was expecting for market to go down from here to the downside to the 14, because just my feeling was telling me nothing else, and approximately we're right in this morning. So when we look at this, while I have done this, I was looking for some correction for ETH to go higher. When we say VIX go lower, this means S&P 500 must go higher, and that's exactly happening, and it is very extended. Last time we have talked about the 3 touch which is extended, right? So we are right now getting alerts over here. We'll be watching it itself and go through all my alert systems on what's going on in the market. So we will be keeping that in mind, and let's go into it. So S&P 500 is done exactly as we have said. Partial take profit, buying force at TP, and exactly there it has been reversing, right? But majority of those prop company will be not telling you that. You are not allowed to be multi-day trading over here, and that is the most important things to keep it in mind. So we have predicted also perfectly the dump, the double bottom and dollar index, which is gonna give us also key clues about the direction of S&P 500, which additionally will be giving us the direction of Bitcoin, because both of those assets are correlated and we will want to keep that in mind. So if we zoom in over here and made it bigger, and we can see clearly the double bottom happened and we went back into the range of 98 and 97.669. Why this range is important? It has been going this range since August, and why to keep it in mind, because right now if this pumps higher, this means S&P 500 needs to go lower, which we are in the top of the parallel channel again, right? We have discussed about this point. It is overextended and we would like to touch at least the view up so we can have a better entry on it. So the Bitcoin itself is pushing very aggressively to the upward, but the question is why there is no real reason. And I have seen this kinda a support, which was liquidation. Okay, this was a clear liquidation of a lot of longs over here. So I longed over here myself, but I hedged myself immediately after we broke below it, because it didn't make sense. We had a very strong limit orders buys over there. Everything was strong. We saw the reaction, but despite that, we went lower, which was unnecessary in my opinion. And the question, who did it? Is it market manipulation? No one knows. The most important thing, focus on the price action over here, and we can see clearly we front run the view up. Front run basically means we was trying to touch it, but we skipped it. So people were more eager to buy over here and push it higher, right? So when we look at my liquid edge, which is giving us the liquidity volume in a specific place, and the blue and the red one on the chart itself, those horizontal lines are limit orders. You should watch for it. And those limit orders telling us the history of the price action and direction, right? So right now I'm seeing clearly it could reverse and go to up to 19,000, and was expecting that for my side. So could go higher to 23, 24. Definitely we are in a ranging move, and in a ranging move we are either moving to the upside basically in a market, or we are moving downside, or we are ranging. And those are key things to keep in mind. Those three things are the only things you can do in a market. Either we're gonna go higher, lower, or to be ranging. So right now I'm seeing ranging on a daily and the weekly clearly. We still have some time to the end of the pump. This is the 20th of October. And what's keeping in my mind is right now on the daily is has been pushing it, right? So when we watch over here, right, on the left side, exactly here happened this over here, and we went higher, we made a new high, which is exactly happening over here. And I can very well imagine value area high and get rejected to the downside, and even making a lower low to here. And I'm seeing this scenario based on the past experience, which is over here happening, right? Because we're still in the ranging area. So this happened. So your job as trader is not to predict the future or read the past. You need to read the data clearly. If you can read the data clearly, then you know what direction you should go. And if you know which direction it's gonna be, you can protect your asset. And if you can protect your asset, then you know how to make money also. So if you know that and the direction is gonna be lower, what you gonna be doing? Think about it. I will be hedging myself. If that is what we are thinking, then we will be hedging ourselves in the market. So let's move on with this one over here. So we believe the market gonna go lower from here. We said that because based on the past experience, here is happening and here is happening. So we are working ourselves from lower time frame, from higher time frame to the lower time frame, right? So on a daily, it's giving us clearly that is pushing it under. For hourly, we have been reaching the maximum of our liquid edge, and also which told us the signal on the buttons and with the limit orders was very clearly for us the direction based on chart analysis. But fundamentally, it's still buffer for the upside for Bitcoin. That is not the key important thing today, because the more important things, my current position is on Solana, and I was expecting Solana to push higher. Today in the morning it was at 250. I was expecting it to push higher, and my stop loss at 5,100. So I'm not worried at all. But what is telling us most importantly, so on the daily level, let's go again. On the daily level, it's pushing higher, and it's gonna be reversing potentially also with Bitcoin. The question is, will be exiting it? It's gonna be reversing from here, and in the best case scenario to the 4,000 area, and if that happens, we'll be exiting it. We will keep that question open for right now and move on, because we don't have a lot of time. And the most key important thing over here we see on the left side is giving us signals. It's gonna be reversing distribution happening over here. It's not accumulation. So when you look from here, this area is distribution. So it is a distribution area. We distributed, and now we went down, touching it, reversing. So many people think is we will be jumping on, the party is going on. It depends what you are doing and which time frame you are trading. I'm trading the swing, the 20 days to 3 months area. And if you are trading that area, you have much more peace of mind, and you are not over trading. You are not over emotional. So yeah, watch it. I want from you to watch it for 2 minutes, this charts, and tell me what you see. Exactly. We have moved from the view up over here. We have moved from it. We touched it. We tried to push lower, got rejected, and now trying to reverse. So let's watch Avatar over here. Avatar is moving sideways forever, but the question is this gonna be higher, lower? So we're gonna be deleting all those unnecessary alerts. So let's watch it over here. A lot of limit orders to be sold into upside potential, but it's still 73% to the upside. When you look at the weekly time, no, it's not telling us the full story. It's telling us we are clearly in a downtrend going to the zero. People doesn't believe in it. Bitcoin we have covered. ETH. So when we look at the monthly level, we had an aggressive pump over here of 400%. from 2020 to 2021, which is very generous pump. So the question is, will we remain higher or lower? So clearly over here, we are moving sideways. And in a sideways movement, we want to make sure you have the ranging volume profile. So if we have the ranging volume profile, then we can know which direction should we position and where the majority of the price being traded, what the interest of people are. So my hope was over here we have two VWAP signals over here on the left sides, one here, giving us, and I was hoping for price to go higher from here, right? So that was actually my hope, and even here. So let's test the scenario if this is gonna be true. A lot of exiting liquidity, so we are not interested in. Gonna be moving on. Ethereum we have covered. H C we have covered that, not yet. So we will be going to the daily level. So we had hedge fund momentum trading. We see clearly hedge funds are loading up. Hedge fund momentum line over here. So what's going on over here is clearly that market want to push higher, and this seems to be going forever and seems to be want to go higher. So I think we'll put that on my radar. Let me make this higher. So right now this is on my radar. Too many alerts, too many unnecessary alerts. So we have near over here. Near is, we wanted to hedge it, but we didn't. So what's going on with near over here? Yeah, point of control. The question is, does it want what's behind the candlestick? And my indicators tells you what's behind those candlesticks. Is that not a magic indicator? It's not the genie. This is just simple math. Our volume, RSI, limit orders, profiles, and weighted in different ways. So it gives us less reduced noise of volume. So on the weekly level, it was pretty clear at the same time, right? Wanna push higher, right, as it did in the left side. Then it's just a straightforward pump, right? So on the weekly, we're still very strong. On the daily, it is reducing. So yeah, let's hope it comes lower to here. That's the story of 4 hours. It's trying to tell us. And when it comes here, what we're gonna be doing. So we have 1 support line, 2 support lines, overall trend. It has been ranging to the downside, so it will not go to the moon, but seems to be wanna go higher. Yeah, seems to be go higher. Moved higher, made new high, come back into the range, so it's still a valid range area. Yeah, that's still a valid range area. So yeah, I would say it's not clear which direction is wanna go. Overall, wanna go higher. I would classify it as bullish more than bearish. It's more bullish. It wants to go higher more than go lower based on the past pattern. That's being said, let's watch those patterns. Okay. So the S&P 500 direction, we said probably gonna go lower. I would like to go lower. That's my wish. I think this is gonna be happening. Gonna go make a new high. And then go lower. Pretty much they are getting pretty strong signals. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be happening. The higher probability now changed to go there. But let me watch my ETF strategy over here. Yeah, seems to be legit and wants to go higher. Which is conflicting ideas, right? So we will keep this one open. The other players need to play with the dollar index and the volatility index and other players also. So we said near is okay. SN exactly what we have expected to go lower. The question is, did I see something else? No. Oh, let's see something else. So I will be going on a pause, and I will be turning this guy on, the stock market live, and we will be watching stock market live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is the start.
And to hear his opinion also about the stock market itself. So let's see how I can add this guy.
To the new month. I mean, that was as a result of.
So I will be shortly back.
Oh no.
See you in a couple of minutes after taking a pause, a
break,
a mental break from trading.
Woo.
Trading is exhausting. So I will be taking a short mental break, and we will be back.
And then, yeah, Snowflake's running, and then you got Dell. Blitza. Again, even Arcade, remember the Zillow news? And then they actually got an upgrade this morning, which I thought was interesting. So we will see, brethren. We will see. Oh. Beautiful. What's the date today? Oh, it's October 1st. I was like, wait a minute, what date is it? Because depending on that. GLW Corning IP sock sell. I feel like I haven't hit big tech. I mean, the video on the low, and then Epsim. Oh yeah, where's Nikes? And then JD. I keep seeing JD on the high. And there's silver. Like I was telling you, the premiums are getting a little active earlier. MO. Yeah, TLT, people are buying that. I don't agree with it. I think gold and silver should be the play, mainly gold, but they're trying to attach bonds and TLT to the shutdown because they're saying if it shuts down for a long time, they're going to have to. Tesla, $6-7 in 3 minutes. That's moving up right now. And then Kramer, Nike, Tweet, Eli Lilly. Watch Dell. That one's starting to ramp up. Remember yesterday with the chips? So you already had Intel up. Yeah, Intel's starting to move now. Everybody except NVIDIA. But remember, that moved a lot of things yesterday. Ooh, I should have kept the other one. I already sold one of the Eli's yesterday to make it free, but that's up 900% now. I might have to take it, sadly. Let's see. Again, I got rid of one of the Pfizer out of the monies. I didn't like them. They weren't moving as good. They still had 100 or 200%, but it just was shit. I didn't trust it. So I got rid of that. Did they really just scam me? They did. missed the LAC. Is it worth holding? Brother, come on, you guys. You're number 2. I think I just unbanned you, too. That's what sucks. So you didn't learn shit from that. All right, I sold the Eli Lilly and I rolled it over 1,000%. So again, if you picked those up yesterday, GG's. That was fire. Bro, what the and I think they just B-booked me on the rollover, though. Yeah, they did. That's why I was tripping on that. Maybe I'll wait. So yeah, I kind of half rolled over, but that actually worked out in my favor. Okay, finally. All right, if this one's still cheap, I'll give you this one at the end of the day. I think I found a really good one. It's actually really far out the money, but it'll work. So I sold out the Eli Lilly 1,000%, and then I found a rollover play for it, but I'll share that with if it stays where it's at, though. It has to stay there by the end of the day. So we'll see. We will see. I think a lot of you guys just started saying TradingView is not working. So be careful, but I haven't heard anything. AMD Beyond Little Pop. Where's the, what's it called? The lithium. There's SGML. SLI, that's weird. The SLI is going up, but the premiums are moving weird. And then LMT now, first set of highs on the day. Who's the other one? LAC. That's down. LAR's up though. Down. Carlito, yo, thank you to all the members. I feel like I just missed a couple. I'm locking in. I have another one for you, but let me see if this actually hits. S&P manufacturing 52 versus 52 in the flat in line. So that's your only set of data. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so that's your data. That's your only data, and then if everything gets delayed, you're only gonna get the ISM services. So keep that in mind. Let's see our boy. Pfizer's still climbing, bro. So it sucks that I like them, but I don't. I like the Merck and everything else. They're holding really great. And we haven't heard anything on weed, if you guys recall. That's what we were looking for. Here's silver. Eli Lilly still up. Yeah, silver's dancing around here. SPY's getting its first little red. Again, most chip makers except NVIDIA good. Yeah, you guys just called out Google. That's about that. Still down 0.7, but it's moving. MSTR with some bigger candles into the high. Yeah, Bitcoin's not even going crazy. Yeah. I think all big tech is pretty washed right now, for the most part. So Nasdaq's only down 0.3, but you'd think it'd be uglier. Russell just went green. You're at 0.3. ISM manufacturing came out 52. You're gonna get ISM services on Friday as well. MSTR. Yeah, that one keeps going. DraftKings. Netflix. Again, I mean, it's moving in line with everything. I think Elon is trying to get them canceled, and we'll see if that gets legs or not. But for now, Netflix even dodged the damn tariff news pretty well. Microsoft in Procter & Gamble, a couple of values now going on the low. Interesting. Yeah, staples are kind of washed. Financials are down. They're down 0.5. They don't look like they're dying, but that's still pretty weak. I mean, everything did gap down 0.5, and then utilities are ripping. Take-Two giving up the gains. Google's going CWD, and then Abivai. Oh, Abivai's the other one, dude. I forgot. Yeah, remember, Abivai is also one of these medical ones. So again, the problem is now on all of these medical plays, you're on day 2. That's why I was telling you, if I could find you a rollover, it'll be more optimal if I tell you at the end of the day. Or you have to wait 2 more days, and then we'll see where it leads us. UNH too, think about it. We haven't heard much about healthcare, even though we heard a lot about drugs. So that's what's going to make XLV weird. Rigetti on the high. SPY to VWAP bonds still staying stable. Happy October. Welcome. Good morning. 90 days until the end of the year. It's gonna be a rough month, you guys. Not for performance, but y'all getting I think we're gonna make money, Chad. I think we're gonna make money today. We did not. We're starting off here with about 3 or 4 bands to kick off the month. Last month you guys waited like 3 hours, so you gotta hammer this down. But yeah, SPY's starting to dip now. It wasn't data. I think you're just, I mean, it does correlate with the data, but I would argue just an excuse to move. LMT, again, we caught those first couple of highs. That was very fresh. Now it's doing it again. And then SPY, literally 5 candles. Sadly, it did correlate with the data. The data was smack dab in line. I just don't think it was that important. But yeah, you are still moving down. A couple names. Akanda, up 39. MTM, that was a value one. Oh yeah, D-Pro, that was the one from yesterday. Unfortunately, if it's still higher though, yeah, I think it's unplayable. I mean, you could go for it still. You had that window when we talked about it yesterday, but yeah, those contracts. So you might have to wait for your 2 days down. Oh, VIPs. Oh, Baozan, VIPs. Where is it? China. Blah, blah. Tap on the high. Some value. Yeah, it's not moving. All right, well, I hate to break it to you, but you guys know, you know what's going to happen, right? You don't remember yesterday, bro. It doesn't even look that bad on yesterday's chart once you broke out. But remember that back and forth, dude, was terrible. So you might do that again. So just keep in mind, like these little flushes out of nowhere on data, and then it comes back up and then does all that, you know. So there it is. Okay, you guys don't need to call out D-Pro anymore. So can you guys call out D-Pro when it goes down for me? So I will ban you for D-Pro callouts until it's back around 850 or lower. Sound good? Thanks. JFB, that was the shitty one the other day too. And Eli. Yeah, there they are, bro. Even Pfizer, bro. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I have 2 more. OPEC emphasized need for compliance. Target volume, let's see. Okay. Well, that wasn't the biggest volume candle, brother. The next meeting of JMC is scheduled for November 2025. Trump nominates Travis Hill to be chair of FDIC. New baby? Oh, congrats, brother. Congrats. Yeah, man. Grind. Raise the child. TLT. Again, people are trying to make TLT even a government shutdown play. I don't like the time. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I sold my long term today. No way, it filled on that. Fuck. It didn't fill me on the other one. I put it in a different order. Same order on a different brokerage, same price, it wouldn't fill. Filled it on TD. Italy drafts, no. Italy budget numbers. Eli Lilly again. I'm mad I sold the other one, but I like the other ones. But yeah, bro, that was killer. Cult Sister Cell. I don't know. In a weird way, the whole like Bible, like the DNA, the snake. I try to explain it to her. I just don't want to. But you know why? Because she's had her whole life to figure this shit out. Just like I feel with everybody else. Where I'm like, man, I don't. But, you know, she's contemplating a little bit more. So I think there's still hope. There's still light. But, I mean, at this point, it's going to be her choice. But for now, I mean, it's still in the game like EA. IVM. Is she buying a house? No. She even said, I mean, I kind of want her to do it. She said she's even considering moving to Gaza. So, you know, and I'm actually, I appreciate that more because I told her that and she got mad at me because I said, you sound foolish. And she said, don't call me that. But I said, I mean, you're using an iPhone and you still have a bank account and payroll and you're complaining about money and you want to like and then I mean again for all of you, I hope all of you realize for my sister and all of that, it's just like I wish these people that mutilate you would mutilate themselves. You know that? I really wish they would. And you know what that means? I wish that Nancy Pelosi would sell all of her money for Gaza, and then if she does that, you could all do it. How about that? How about when AOC gets poorer instead of richer, and all these people, whether it's Gaza, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, anything, transgender, I don't care. Just all I'm saying is let them do it, and if they're doing it, then you can. How about that? Because it doesn't make sense. And that's what my sister, that's why I told her, I'm like, so you want to give up all your money for the cause and move to Gaza, but the people that told you about it won't? Come on. So like I told her though too, I just don't want her to aim small. I said, let me make you money. I don't care what you do with it. I told her, I said, I would rather you aim higher. If you're going to be in a revolution, I want you to lead it. I don't want you to be a grunt who gets shot. You guys understand? That goes for all of you. I don't care. Be the leader. Be the best. Be the best you could be. Use your authority. I'm not going to let you all be a grunt and die for no reason. Why? You are a king, brother. So there you go. Her response was she's considering not selling it. So, you know, we good to go, bro. We good to go. Why don't you donate if you have so much money? I was just talking about this yesterday. Flee from me, Satan. So I do things. I'm just not going to tell you. Because that's the problem. These people doing it to tell you. They only did it to tell you. That's the problem. And I mean, I'll tell you this. I have an idea. I am going to be donating a lot of my money soon. I am going to be giving away a lot of money. The Lord has called me. And I look forward to it. The downside is I'm not going to give it to any of you. So some of you are going to get pissed at that. But yeah, so amen. That's what I am. Watch, you'll see. I mean, I've already done some of it. I've got to give away some cool gifts, but I have a bigger plan. I don't want money anymore. We're going to change and then I calculated something too. You know what I'm saying? I calculated something. $1.5 billion. I've never really needed money. And I now need $1.5 billion. I figured out my number. I need $1.5 billion. You know why? Here, let me show you. This is what I need. $500,000 times 3,000. That's what I need. Do you know why? Because I was running through stuff during my meditation yesterday and figuring what I could accomplish. And I got the idea. I mean, no, unfortunately, I want the government to house the vets. This would be buying houses for all of you guys. So you're supposed to buy me a house, but my mind is going to the point of the output I have right now, I'm thinking about buying all active, because we have more than 3,000 members. But if I cut that number in half, I would say 3,000, I'd buy him a house. So I'm thinking at $500,000 a pop. I think I could do it. I mean, that's just, again, I mean, this is what went through my head yesterday. I found a number. I found a number I like. But I could do that. So let's go. We have a lot of work to do. But yeah, but then again, I'm going to give away a lot of my money prior, so, and then I'm not going to give it to you directly. And some of you will get pissed at that. Oh, wait, ISM manufacturing. You're right. The other one was S&P. I'm an idiot. Why the fuck did we move off of it? Yeah, that's an ISM. Came in 61.9 versus 62.7 on prices. Prices went lower. Manufacturing went up a little bit. Yeah, Pfizer. It's melting up. The premiums just suck. Every other one did very good, though. Nothing but a heartache. I saw weed stocks pop in, too. It didn't have follow through. Dude, the Mercs are disgusting. It sucks, though. Merc's 1,100%. I want to hold that one, but that's what I'm saying. They all have time. They have time, and they're all up 1,000%. Eli, except for Pfizer. Pfizer did 200%, and then that was it. I think I was too far out on Pfizer. But then we hit the other ones we sold, too. But still, Merck and Eli Lilly were insane. Oh, I didn't tell you guys the other play, did I? A lot listen, just have you in the background noise. Good. As long as you have a long term, brother. And I hope it shows up everywhere in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. I don't like it when people anymore say, like, I'm back after a while. It should show. That's it. I'd be more, you don't get special treatment. if it didn't show. So I just hope it shows. That's all. So listen, and I hope your mind is right. You know that yesterday I was going into my meditation and prayer, and then I kept thinking about bullshit. You know that? I kept thinking, oh dude, I got so much stuff to deal with. Too many deals, people being fucking humans, and I'm like, man, these people are annoying me. Not you guys. It has nothing to do with the chat. It's all just like real estate stuff. And I'm like, I'm annoyed with these people. And I'm like thinking that before I'm like, I'm in this dark room. And then I'm like, all right, man, just, you know, forgive them before you go to the Lord. You know, you can't have grievances. And then the first thought that comes to my head, I'm just like, I pray for their minds. And then it clicked for me. Amen. That's it. And I prayed for their minds. You know that? The people I don't like and the enemy, I just prayed for. I said, Lord, put them in the right state of mind. That's it. I don't even want bad to happen to people. Even if you hate me, I just want your mind to be okay. You know why? Because if your mind's okay, bro, you're going to probably treat me and everybody else okay too. So I'm going to bet on that. And that's what it was. So above all else, man, you listen, and I just hope that you, you know, I really hope that your mind is right, and make your mind right and serve you. Amen. MSTR. Coin, yeah, you had MSTR, and then there is coin right behind. Ooh, coin, $2 pop. Yeah, coin is actually kind of taking a stick right now. What's up with that? Yeah, all of crypto, I think, as well. Yeah, MSTR, coin, crypto, Ethereum. Yeah, that's big volume too. Trump admin to reconsider approval of Empire Win 2. I don't know what that is. I'm checking Coinbase if there's anything, because that's big. I don't see nothing. But yeah, that's starting to move up. MSTR. That's a really big candle on Coinbase for $2 out of nowhere, but see if it actually holds or not. I mean, we saw a couple of those the other day. Reddit got bad news on OpenAI. So they're going to stop, or they're training Reddit AIs with less Reddit. Silv. Oh, where's what's it called? Path. Yeah, that was the one from yesterday. Remember that one? We might have to wait a day or so. Let's see. They don't give you shit. Ain't nothing but a long trade. Happy first deposit day. Oh, yeah, we got... Yo, Merck, Lilly, Pfizer. They just went crazy again. Even Elevance. The fuck? All right, yo. No. Watch the, what's it called next? Watch the health insurers. But yeah, a lot of more healthcare just went crazy. Even GSK now. So that's another one. But a couple of them woke up now. Most of the insurers were down. But now, again, Merck, Eli Lilly, all those starting to get a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, bro, where was this? Mara. Oh, shit, the premiums are, yeah, they're jacking up all the spreads on health insurance. Those should have been down. Robinhood on the low, JJ, and EW. That one's interesting, actually, considering all the medical stuff. Yeah, EW is getting kind of murked. LAR. Dude, LAR, I'm actually really liking it, because right now LAC's down. So LAC's doing the fade from the morning, but it's good to see that one still has momentum in a bid. Microsoft raises Xbox Games Pass 50% to $30. Game Pass is now doubled, or 50%. Oh. PlayStation. That's crazy though. Game Pass was, I mean, pretty cheap at 15, but now is it $30 a month? Or is that for a year? And then SanDisk going up. I mean, that one's been on a tear all week. Eli. Oh, that was a beautiful one. I like it, man. We have multiple 1,000 percenters on Eli this year. It's been a long... And then NVO, man, I don't know. A good Alzheimer's data would be a game changer as well. BTU in the coal place. U.S. issues Iran-related sanctions. Where is Intel? Qubits, Tesla, Palantir, Intel. Tesla really rocketing. I did that twice today, though. And now the whole high ticker, even CNC, a couple of others now. High ticker and then the low ticker, I see only Zillow and Minerals, Qubits. And now Cigna, now more health insurers. Elevance and Cigna are running. UNH is the one down. Tesla getting more volume right now. And then more crypto as well. Yeah, you're looking TSM. Meta's down. Apple's lower, but it's in the green. Meta's red. I think Microsoft too. Google, all of them. All of them except Apple and Amazon's just went green right now. Again, your other ones went up. And then LMT. Boop. LMT, Intel, or was that Tesla? That was Tesla. More Qubits, Coin, Buzz, IonQ, Asmil, Palantir. I don't know. I feel like there's something brewing. Because again, now you started with crypto, and now you just had, what's it called? All the quantum plays start to move up. And now chips, 52-week high, SMH. I don't know if this is Tesla 52-week high. Is it? No. It might be. I guess 52-week high is still 484, but it's up there. I didn't really notice that. Now STX. I mean, welcome to October, but besides Mag 7, I mean, there's a lot of things moving. But with no Mag 7 play, I mean, it's 0.3 on the Nazi. It doesn't really look like much. But yeah, all the other ones are actually kind of active. I never wanna hear you say I hold my lantern today. SMH, Asmil again, more chips, one at a time. I mean, this time I think it's only NVIDIA. Now NVIDIA is starting to catch up. That'll lift the SPY, but other than that, Mag 7's down. Every other chip name is pretty much going to the moon right now. It's gradual, 1 to 3%, all just depend on where they're at. LAR, LAC, there's one more. The Pfizer. More Eli Lilly. So watch Eli Lilly at the 800. It's either going to go up like another fucking $10 or it'll stop there. And then STX again. It's weird. Low ticker has a couple names. What time is it? 7:13. Let me get you guys. Then SPY 215 green, 286 in the red. So yeah, it's still kind of a setup to yesterday. This time though, the Mag 7, they are not playing along. So see, if NVIDIA comes up, I think that'll start to launch some things. Other than that, that's it. We should have held that fucking near the money, Lily. It would have done another 1,000%. Tell me why. All right, dude, it's a lot of tech. You could note like the high tickers just going in bursts, and then the same names on the low. I see more food again. You had the bad Cal Maine earnings and the investigation, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Who's down? Yeah, Dow Chemicals now, and then Shopify, Spotify, a couple of those other tech names. Saw Duolingo, but that's still red. QS, so again, QS, Rigetti, IonQ, those just started to wake up. Where's Aqua? Speaking of bubbles, and then where's China? I mean, hey, if we could bring China involved in this, I'm kind of down. They haven't moved in a couple days, but this is everything else America. Intel now, 10-cent candle. Remember, we haven't heard shit there. Thune says shutdown ends when Democrats back House passed GOP bill. So yeah, here's the thing, you guys. I thought about it this morning, actually. I think the shutdown is going, it might end up being a shit show. Does anybody know why? There's one thing that should remind you. I'll give you a hint. Obama. I'll give you a hint. Obama. People, I'm nothing like Donald. Now, get a long term. But without a long term, I hope you befriend people. The most people will get you a long term. Now, Josh says you can't get a property. That's a lie. You can. Wait. I think he said you can. But still. You guys don't remember. Ooh, Abbott's getting murked. That's weird. Watch AbiVi. I mean, AbiVi's the spinoff, but still. Yeah, Abbott does have good U.S. presence, though. And Abbott has made investments in the United States. That's odd. That doesn't track with anything. That might be something external. No. The time we had like a government shutdown under Obama's second term, that was the worst government shutdown when it happened, or like debt ceiling. Why? Because welcome to politics, guys. Donald Trump is a second-term president. At the time, so was Obama. Guess what? Nothing matters. So you can't, like, think about it. You're not going to re-elect Donald Trump. So he can, he could just be as much of a dickhead as he wants to be. That's what Obama did. That's what Obama did back in the day, and then eventually the Republicans caved once they were like, oh shit, there's nothing to lose. So, yeah, it's very simple. Second-term president, I mean, yeah, you run the risk, and you're like, oh, well, the VP might take over, but no. Usually second-term presidents are more bull in a china shop because they have no consequence. You could hold it against the Republicans, but you can't hold it against the president and be like, well, you're not going to get a job next year. He's not. He's quitting. Or he can't. Well, that's why they're always going to blame each other. But when it's all said and done, the real politics of it, like I'm telling you, back during Obama, they realized it. They played the game for a really long time, but Obama didn't budge. You know why? He didn't have to. There's no incentive to budge. What are you going to do? So that's kind of the problem. So I thought about that this morning. It reminded me of back then, because I'm like, oh shit, it is a shutdown. But we'll see. And then Medtronic now. Something's happening, you guys. You just got two medical devices. And then remember what I was telling you earlier? I was like, Edwards Life Sciences. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Now you have Dexcom. Something's gonna happen here with medical devices, you guys. I could smell it. I smell it. I think you could smell it too, bro. Yeah, something's gonna happen with medical device. Not necessarily that company, but all of them. They're all going down right now, and it doesn't make any sense with all of the other healthcare going up. Yeah, bonds are dumping. I'm saying that the risk of a prolonged shutdown is a lot higher than I previously thought. Or I think we'll see it how it plays out, but yes, I think the risk of a prolonged shutdown is actually high, or higher. Yeah, bro. What the fuck is this? JD, Sound Pop. Yeah, you're again, more hype names are moving. Look at the market. DG on the wall. No, don't ask me the question. Don't apologize. Just go watch the watch list, buddy. That's it, unfortunately. So yeah, we talked about it yesterday. It's a big deal, but it's not. But yeah, we can't go backwards. So welcome to October, you guys. You've watched me be very, very harsh for the last 9 months. Unfortunately, it's gonna get harder now. I expect the highest from you all. Either watch the watch list or listen if you're still not getting it. But if you're gonna ask me something that's on the watch list, I'm banning you. We gotta move, baby. Like I'm saying, the gold, the silver, you know what's at play here. I added new info this morning, but it's gonna be easy to fall behind. That's the problem. SPY now. All right, bro, you just went up 0.5%. So NASDAQ and SPY are a little bit more matched up. The Dow and Russell were already green. Russell stopped moving. But yeah, we're making a move up. You even noticed a couple of China bubbly plays. Actually, just JD. Now that I'm looking at it, it's nobody else. Yeah, it's just JD with the candles, bro. But otherwise, you're getting a lot of the crypto, a lot of the bubble, quantum, every single chip name, including Intel, and except for NVIDIA. But yeah, we got a couple things moving here now. Look at high ticker, you're about 75% in the green. A couple of staples on the low. NVIDIA's even getting a candle now. Not bad, baby, not bad. Cat now infrastructure. And then, like I said, the medical device play is going down. I think it's odd. I think it could be indicative of something, but I'm guessing. Yeah, a lot. Lily chilled. Who's the other one? Merck. JD because Nike? No. They would have responded earlier. But this right here, that's a stick. Let's see. JD. Going on your tape of CD. Team Illo, the famo, ammo, every channel. We've been hot for a long time, burning like a candle. Off a Fira. That was another biotech the other day. Kathy bought some JD on wearables. I think he might do something. That's what I'm saying though, but because remember, we were mad early on the rumor yesterday. That's why we made so much on the Pfizer, Lilly, and everything. Again, Pfizer actually ended up being the worst one, but the other ones hit really well. We were early. So now you're watching a whole nother area in that same space move, but we just don't have the headline yet. So I do think you're on the right track there, but I just don't know what it is. Why did it do that? Okay, that was a dud. That didn't. That was something else. It didn't film me on all of them. Micro. On the new. It's not out yet. I gave it to you really fucking early. That's why. I gave you the rumor of the rumor. You heard the rumor this morning. But there's no date. Nobody knows. That's what I was saying even yesterday. It's just one of those things brewing. But then, yeah, you got to make a big guess. Tesla again. Mike, Tesla's really running. A little bit of Palantir on the side. AstraZeneca, another biotech. Speak of the devil. There's Abivi. So, yeah, no more. I don't want to hear squeezy. Don't tell me a stock is squeezing. And, like, enough of these adjectives to, like, pseudo pump the stock. I'm not going to ban you for that, but I will in the future. Do you all understand? I hope so. You know? Give me some info behind the call out. If it's hitting a high, tell me why. If it's going low, try to add something to it. But again, some things are going to start looking or they're distracting. I hope you see emotions. Think emotions. A lot of those are emotional phrases. Dollar steady. Net shorts increased on dollar. Oh yeah, I think last government shutdown, the dollar almost, I think, exclusively weakens under every shutdown. I think. Again, Edwards now, another one of these plays on the low. So yeah, we don't know what it is, man. Some more than others, but they are starting to go down. No, don't even say the price. Because like I'm saying, man, some of it, my question is why? Why are you telling me that? A lot of you are just posting the names in your portfolio when you have a position. So, unfortunately, give me information, as I will give you information. And if you don't give me information, I'm going to give you less. It's a two-way street. So you got to meet me there. Yeah, NVIDIA is the one that's going to launch us here. We need, every Mag 7 is in the low. House will be returning next week. Yeah, NVIDIA is now about to go green. Got its launch. SPY's, I mean, even this SPY, 0.06, 0.06, 0.07. Data kelb. Data dog. Yalla. GLW Zegna, ZGM. Oh, that's at 9 now. I know Legal got that one. Cole's starting to pop. Actually, Cole's kind of getting a stick. Went 15.30 to 15.50, about 1%. Says nothing we could do to make stopgap bill better for Democrats. Yeah, Palantir was going hand in hand with your boy Tesla, as odd as that may sound. And then even MP Dubs is up. You guys know, is MPW breaking out? We need that above that. Yeah, it is. That's very good, actually, because like I'm telling you, most of the REITs in the rate-sensitive plays, they did not do good. This could be because of Trump, now that I think about it. Remember, they said at the beginning of the year they wanted to align, because this is medical. Unless every other REIT is running like that, it's not. SPG a little bit, but they're down today. So yeah, interesting. But that is breaking out a little bit higher. None of the options move though, unfortunately. Blah blah. OAC's coming back up. That's good. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't like it when they do really good, have the news, and then just fade all day. KR caught my eye. My brother, like I just said, tell me why, motherfucker. Tell me why. Otherwise, don't tell me shit. That's why. And I love you guys. I just don't trust you. That's all. You shouldn't trust anybody. You shouldn't even trust me. So assume I own everything. Assume none of it's. Assume you're going to lose money. And I'm giving you info. So if you're going to respond to info with non-info, that's a weird conversation. I don't think that's what we signed up for. Hey, Matt. And MP now. Oh, where was the other one? Was it NVA? Yeah, Nova. They have no options. They got Merck, Palantir, Tesla, hand in hand, and the IBB, Young Biotech Index. Eli Lilly trying to come up. The energy numbers coming out too. Big gain on energy. Micron and Amazon now. Wow. Is that Amazon? Amazon, yeah, it was. Amazon was the only one that was green besides Apple. And SanDisk, ARM, a couple names are picking up on the high. You had NVIDIA go, but I mean, this is more tech than not. So not bad. Not bad at all. TMO, that's again another one of those medical. Is it actually it's Thermo Fisher Medical Devices? Then AMAT, I had that one up earlier. All of them are going, baby. That's a 3 standard deviation move up. No shit. Okay, bro. A lot of pump plays are moving. Just the hype and then chips. Micron's done that every day. How much cash? I would like. We're not even building cash anymore. I can't. I keep buying shit. So, as long as we don't get more than 20%, the idea with cash was a diamond. I want a diamond, and I want to be able to go big on it when that opportunity arises. So, thankfully, we did it with Intel as a gem. I just didn't think Intel was the gem at the moment, or the diamond. I knew it was a gem, but they had nothing else. But other than that, it's if I could build cash, I would. I just keep spending it, and yeah, I just wouldn't go above 20%. But even then, for me to get to 20%, I would have to save for like 2 years or a year. Maybe I think 2 years now at this point, which kind of sucks. You could hunt diamond, but just don't go above 20. That's it. As long as you could hunt for diamonds, just like in the same way. Because that's going through my head too. I want the diamond. I was stacking up cash, but you're not going to catch me dead being the motherfucker doing nothing. Do you understand? I hope all of you. So don't you dare for a second fall for the trap of doing nothing. Do you understand? So that's what we're gonna need. Is that you just gotta don't let it get above that price. All right. Well, we've banned a lot of people today. You guys are terrible to start off this Monday at the first of the month. The banned indicator is already there. So, I mean, I did cash out 2,000 percenters. One of them's at 1,200 now. And then the other ones, rollovers, are all doing pretty well. ARM, Micron, JD came down, whatever that was. Oracle had a little pop. ARM actually getting really big. Watch Qualcomm too. They had a headline between them this morning. Maybe banned is a game for them. It might be, but you know what I'm going to do, right? You should know what I'm going to do. It's very simple. I did this last time. I'm going to monetize it. So if you want to play this game, we can. I love it. I get paid for it. See, it's a very easy one to play. You do not get paid for the game you play. It actually costs you money. That's the irony. Yeah, VRT, Oracle, a lot of them now. Even fucking Merck again. And Abivai, a little bit of Baidu. A couple of China plays waking up, but we haven't had any follow through on those. But yeah, high ticker starting to really, really launch. SPY's going to keep going up every day. I mean, that's what we were talking about. Remember, double it or give it back. We talked about all this on the watch list, is that this has been that setup since here. We've been doing nothing. It's just been melting up, autopilot. So it's been frustrating for some, but you know, once you kind of figure it out, it shouldn't be that frustrating. And then one of these days, something material will change it. But until then, I mean, just like the 2 days, 3 day decline on some of the plays, you got to be patient. Got to be patient. Oh yeah, and then if you have a long term, you don't fucking care. Google cut employees in cloud division. Hot dog. HD2, and now Humana. That's weird. And then Chipotle on the low. Yeah, why is Humana now? See if UNH. That's weird because some of the insurers were trying to catch a bid. Yeah, they flipped. So once again now, insurers no luck. Medical device, bro. Those hit. So those keep going lower, man. Something's, I really think something is brewing. I just don't know what. I cannot tell you what it is because I have zero clue. Yeah. I know, and then the long term. That's the beauty, man. The long term will work for you. You got to stop listening to technical analysis saying it's supposed to go down every day. I mean, I've stood by that for about a decade, but yes. But even then, I mean, you could use support and resistance. I just think for yourself. Think for yourself. Don't fight things, and, you know, just ask yourself this question. What if I'm wrong? That's it. My brother, if all of you guys could have the awareness to say, what if I'm wrong? And then find the answer to what if I'm wrong, you'll be fine. Have you not noticed that's what we have here? I am going to be wrong a couple times. I'm actually betting on it. But then if I could find out how I'm going to be wrong, I could prepare for that in the beginning. You know, just like the long term, just like the cash, just like the names you're buying. What if we're wrong? Will we still lose? No. That's it. That's what I was telling you at the beginning of the year. Look at the lead. I'm using numbers and sizing, and we're really taking advantage of opportunities in a way where even if we're taking moves now, it should never threaten you. Why? Because what if I'm wrong? And there you go. So use your technicals. Again, I mean, I use basic stuff. I will never rely on them. I've told you that since the moment I got on YouTube and stocks. fuck technicals, but you guys do your thing. I think you could help it. You could let it help you, but you could also let it hurt you. So all you got to do is answer, what if I'm wrong? And if you find that answer, I think you're going to be great. So yalla. Yalla. Okay, spreads are tightening on Eli Lilly. Remember last time I told you that on one of them. Yeah, spreads are tightening above 800. Core Weave now. Had its move yesterday. Didn't do shit till right now. So see if you get your move. I think it is. I think there's going to be something about medical devices. I'm guessing though. I feel bad I've said it so many times, but because I don't know. But then like, look, like we spotted it 4% ago. And I was like, why is Edwards down? And then we started going through all of them, and then they're all down now, 3-4%. That's not small. Albemarle now on the high too. Think about it, all those mining lithium plays are on the high today. I think I'm right about the neighborhood. I just don't know details. I don't think any of us do. And then more healthcare. CNC though, that one's doing well with premiums moving in the right direction. Everything, man. You're gonna have to learn the weird balance. The moment you stop listening to people in the stock market, you guys are gonna make money. That's it. And the sad reality is that also applies to Josh as well. And what I mean is that you have to learn what the fuck I am saying and when to use it and when to ignore me. Are you feeling me? That's why I'm just the only one telling you this. That's the big difference. That's the big fucking difference. At the risk of I don't give a fuck about viewership, I will tell you the truth. These guys are just marketing and selling you, and they need numbers or they're gonna die. Like, let's be real. So do you get what I'm saying? Like, you need to start thinking for yourself. That's what I'm trying to get for all of you. So you have to learn to take in, like I'm saying, man, there's shit that works, shit that doesn't. You are gonna have skills and talents and see it other and different than others. That's okay. Let's use that. But like I'm telling you, you have to learn how to use your own. Do not get influenced. Do not let anybody control you. Even Josh, don't let my ideas penetrate your mind to the point where you're not making your own idea. You fucked up if that's the case. Am I giving you a good path? I am. If you make my path your path, you're a fool. That's where you can't do that. So as long as you find that balance, you're going to be good. But it all resorts back to thinking for yourself. Ask yourself, what if I am wrong? You are wrong. You suffer the consequence. You get the gain. It's all about you. So what if I'm wrong? And then am I thinking for myself? That's you. Remove that control. You guys will make a lot of money. I'm telling you. But if you have to listen to people and you don't realize how much you're taking in and getting influenced, these ideas aren't yours. I promise you. Even I've had ideas. I'm like, why the fuck was I thinking this dumb shit? Oh, I know why. Because I look at what's in front of my eyes and ears and everywhere for fucking 24 hours a day. So, yeah. But I think there's a lot of clear opportunities, and I think we could work together to find them. But I am not trying to build conformity. I hope that's why some of you think it's a game or not, but whatever. No conformity. You need to think for yourself. And I think, a bunch of individual sharpened knives that have their own purpose will do a lot more damage than a bunch of dull knives cutting in the same direction. You see what I'm saying? So think for yourself. Utilize what's worked for you, what hasn't. Find it out. Look back, track yourself. Give yourself your own track record. And then start to come up with your ideas, your own. Take what people are saying, do not rely on it. That's where, and you develop that skill, brother, the money is unlimited. But until then, you're going to be running after the money. But realistically, you're following other people's ideas to get you to your bank account. It doesn't make sense. Trust, they don't care. They're going to their bank account. No, we don't want your option plays. Be gone. I just unbanned you today. All right, guys. So we're going members only now. Next step, I'm cutting it off. So I'm gonna turn off the video. You guys could join for Philo, but yeah, you will have to be members only now. You could thank the members. So members, if I have to go through another 10, the membership price is gonna go up by 10x. So if you want to pay $50 a month, keep it up. Otherwise, we're gonna have to close this one off here for today. Happy first of the month, baby. We did book 2,000 percenters though, so I'm not too bothered, but you guys are gonna get in my way, unfortunately. So yeah, here, we'll just move over to the Philo. And then yeah, and I hope you guys see it. Those of you who are not members, you could blame them. You can blame me as well too, but I mean, again, I've been handing out these plays, bro. I don't know if you've noticed. So there's been a lot of money to make, man, and people they get in your way. I don't want people in my way or your way, like I just said. So unfortunately, you got to do what you got to do. I know I did unblock everybody. I kept my word. So that's it. But yeah, watch out here too on the downside. I gotta set up this video, so it's distracting. I might miss something. Okay. The light. Child of the light, you. It's not loading yet. Alright. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. End in 2 weeks? There is the opportunity, I'm telling you. I think it's the medical device one, so keep that in mind. Because we banned a lot of fuckers after, what, 1,200%? And then that was the other. It might be that, or it's going to be one of the 2-day delays, like Intel or one of the other ones. So we'll see. But yeah, I definitely think opportunity is in the air. I smell it. I smell it. I think they smell it too. They just don't, they haven't recognized it yet. Like I said, you just have to learn the power once you're in, when you're in the presence. You see what I'm saying? That's why they act out. They don't realize it. They feel something, but they're using it for dark, not light. So think about it. That's what I told you. So yeah, the opportunity is here. It's somewhere. I'd keep your eyes peeled today. I think it's medical though. That's what it is. I think it's all this medical shit. So that being said, it should take you over to the video. You will need a membership. You may start to need it, or you might need another type of membership if we go down this route. But either way, I'll see you guys there. Thank you for your time. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I mean, I'm trying to get more 1,000 percenters. People are distracting me. I gotta go. Peace.
So sorry for that late response over here. Let's turn off this one because I was watching Palestine Fortilla, the Summit Fortilla, and let's continue over here. What do we have over here is SN, and SN wants to go. Matter, what's Matter is doing and what's Matter with you? Nothing, and let's check it out. Right, this is a little bit casualties over here with Matter. Wanna go high, wanna go low, but one for sure over here, a lot of buys are waiting it. On a daily level, someone is selling, perhaps the guy himself, because he's need money to finance himself, and I think to buy Bitcoin. And it always has been like this. All this shit, small caps over here, all of them are shit. So yeah, so don't worry about it. This is a meme coin, and a meme coin is just gonna be going to zero eventually, sooner or later, and the goal is to have good trades where you can enter. Look at this. Is this if you are blind, you could realize, even if you are blind, you can realize that is distribution, strategic selling happening over here, right? This is not all at once. The only fearful sell happen over here of investors. The only fearful sell happen over here of investors. And after that has been going on and on towards systematic selling, right? So yeah, it's this very difficult situation over here. Eventually it's gonna be going to zero, but you could take a risky bet. It could go high. I don't believe in anything anymore when it's coming to those things. Always doesn't believe in no one. Literally no one. Not even myself. Don't believe in anyone what he's saying about specific stock. And that's why I'm telling you, always you need to have your own ideas, your own visions, your own direction. Don't let yourself get biased. Maybe I'm right many times, but maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm just lucky. No, that's not true. I have a system behind it, right? And it's working for me. And what you need to have your own system also, with your own ideas, with your own vision, which is matching your personality, your time frame, your life. And that's why many traders lose. First of all, they don't have the right information because of the conflict of interest in the market. And second of all, they are losing because of focusing on the wrong things, and the wrong things are day trading. Day trading is the most difficult thing ever. It's oversaturated market. I can do it, but it's so stressful. I stopped it because it's not clear. All bots and robots and market makers who's moving around is working, but it's not that great. And there is some people who somehow figure it out. Congrats to them, but you don't need. 99% of people don't need day trading. You need to invest in long term with the highest return. We want to have more than S&P 500. So our alpha should be more than S&P 500. So if S&P 500 making 10%, then we should make more than S&P 500 with our strategy. And if we cannot do it, then is something wrong. And if we can consistently do a 10% more than S&P 500 in the long run, that is impressive. I'm telling you, it's literally impressive with someone who can do in the next 20 years 10% more than S&P 500. It is very, very attractive and impressive in a risk-adjusted way. And this risk-adjusted way is gonna be the key for success in trading. So let's watch Devon Energy. Devon Energy Corporation has been giving us some couple confusing signal over here. We were looking for potential trade over here, a compound trade, right? So we see clearly while we are at the VWAP over here, right? We are right now in the weekly time frame. So the price is going down, and my liquid edge indicator telling me the money is flowing in. You see? This is telling me money flowing in. So potentially entry is going to upside. But most of all, we were gonna be working ourselves from up to the down, right? And not other way. So everything I have realized is exponential. The stock market likes to move exponential. And after has it reached a saturation point, right? Then starts the wave down, right? Let's call it a wave down. Then wave up. Then it's making a descending triangle, right? So basically said, let me draw it a more beautiful way, right? So it is moving exponential, right? Then it's making correction. And this correction is so aggressive, it's almost to the original point. Then it's making a second attempt to push higher, but it doesn't reach the maximum new high. Then goes down again. And this down, it could be also at the same level. And making a triangle shape. So what do I mean with a triangle when you watch this over here? Okay, it's a bullish triangle over here. This is a falling rising wedge, what the technical call it, is not important. They will be trading it like this, but fundamentally we want to be entering it here and pushing this upside also. So we want to have this advantage if we really believe fundamentally it's gonna go higher, right? Why I'm saying that is very important. And one key thing is here to structure your trade not at the breakout, because the breakout traders always get trapped. So you want to structure your trade based on risk benefits over here. Something like this, right? You want to be like this. Otherwise we have here 1 to 5 risk reward ratio, or here it is gonna be 1 to 1 risk reward ratio. This is insane, right? It's just insane. So we want to have something like this, and those in the monthly basis, those are years and years over here, right? When you watch it from this pump to here, it took 76 months, right? Let me check. Is it a month? I'm not sure what it's doing, but let's try again. Definitely those are not months. So those are 2,400 days. 4 years plus. It took more than 4 years to have those pumps, right? So all those companies is moving in a specific direction. And when you think about it, you should make sure that you don't get trapped in the vision over here. This is always bullish, looking bullish, giving us the signals and the information. But what's over here is happening is another story. So is this pumping? Price moving sideways, is pumping, it's moving higher. So when we watch over here again, price moving higher, it's going down. Let's see another point which has been doing it. So that's the question. Did we reach the bottom or not? So yeah, it seems to be legit for me to want to be pushing higher. So I will be taking that also to my watch list. And I set only the alerts on here and here, and taking it to my watch list right now. So where is my watch list? And over here I have a buy wish list, right? In my buy wish list, I put all the stock I want to buy, then compare it and choose the best of them, and have a ton of other lists which I analyze, and eventually they come into my wish list, my watch list, and so on. So you want to make sure you have that too. So let's check out if the live stream is still going. The live stream is still going. So the live stream is still going. So yeah, that being said, let's keep on. So we watched Daven Quant. So it looks very beautiful. Give me a second, I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. So let's go again on the monthly level. So on the monthly level, what do we have? A bullish signal. So I would assume it's gonna go higher. But the question is, 3 days telling us another story. Eventually it's gonna go higher, but the 1 month, the weekly. Looks like want to push higher, right? You're seeing it too. Yeah, I would assume at least. Many times has been sold. Over here, despite that, has been pushed. Daily level and the 4-hourly level doesn't matter. on the daily level how strong those signals are. So they are not that bad. We got a couple of them and went down. We'll get facing a rejection. So what I could see, something like this. Still almost how much? 70%. Still ton of move. So let's go to the 4-hourly and set our alerts. So our hedge position is still open. So we will be keeping on with the hedge position. The one thing is coming in my mind. The quant, right? Out here. Over here. I don't have any position open yet on it, so we wanted to check others. So the quant is okay. The CBC. So we expected it to go lower, right? So it's expected. Yeah, still pretty strong. Still pretty strong. I like it. So I think this is gonna be on my list number 1, the CBC. Do I have it? No. This is gonna be my first buy. C B B. B, the CPB. Gonna be the number 1. We will be watching it, and after the stream I think I'm gonna be buying it, and shortly gonna be buying it. All near Jupiter. Exactly, all our trades, edge trades, is just we're perfect. Wow. Ray exactly over there. where we wish to be. Don't like it, but MSTR 3,200. So MSTR, oh, we look to see more MSTR, right? So we were expecting to go lower. I still wanna MSTR go lower. So this is correcting on a 3-daily basis, reaches local bottom on a daily basis. Consolidation, pump. So I would say I agree it could be pumping from here. Would be pumping from here. Being said, let's move on. I see potential pump of MSTR over here. Even with MSTR, we have done MSTR. What is left? Move USDT. So move wasn't that great trade. We are not worried because we don't care. So TIA itself has been testing my patience. It needs to recover very fast over here. Highly volatile stock. Could go higher, yes, but I am more conservative over here. So I think that was it for today. So let's check out if there is anything else. Left. So today we have discussed a lot of things. Was a great stream over here, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. If this was helpful, bringing more clarity to the direction and the position, don't just scroll away. Give it like, give it a comment, and share it with a friend so you can both of you benefit right? And you can even DM me and ask me question for the next time. What should I talk about? Which asset and why? Or which frameworks should I talk more about? And where your major challenges are. Markets are entering a critical phase right now, and how you respond is very important. Now we'll define the next 3 months directions, so you are serious about trading and structure and emotions. You should check out the links below and you will benefit greatly. Grab the free trade idea frameworks link below, join my Telegram, and you are ready for clarity in your own trading. Okay, as always, trade smart, stay aware, and I will see you next time with a new breakdown of the stock market and crypto markets. See you guys and have a great day.